Personal story segment tonight. 18-year-old UCLA student Lila Rose, active in pro-life causes, went undercover to a Planned Parenthood facility in Los Angeles. Ms. Rose wanted to show that Planned Parenthood was not following the law regarding minors and abortion. She implied to the Planned Parenthood person that she was 15 years old and had been impregnated by her 23-year-old boyfriend. Here's part of that conversation.
Okay, so I could just say
You could say 16.
I could say 16.
Well, just figure out a birth date that works.
Okay.
And I don't know anything.
Okay.
Joining us now from L.A. is Ms. Rose, and from Nashville, her attorney David French from the Alliance Defense Fund. All right, Ms. Rose, we begin with you. Basically, you know, the tape that you have says pretty clearly that the Planned Parenthood advisor or counselor that you were dealing with basically said, look, just tell them you're 16, we don't care, and then there won't be any reporting issues, because under 16 in the state of California, Planned Parenthood has to report it as a statutory rape situation. Is that what was going on there?
Exactly, Mr. O'Reilly. Actually, the very first Planned Parenthood that I went into with my friend James O'Keefe, we got those results. The first employee at the first Planned Parenthood told me, you know, figure out a birth date that works. I don't know anything. I went in there as a 15-year-old girl, and she immediately was like, oh, you cover that up and say you're 16, say you're older, so that, you know, your boyfriend won't get, your 23-year-old statutory rapist boyfriend will not get in trouble.
All right, now, you had to fill out a form, obviously, with your name, but they didn't ask for ID or anything like that to back up the information you were giving them?
No, not only did they not ask for ID at this first clinic, but also she told me to write a different birth date on the form, make up any birth date I wanted, so that they wouldn't have to report the abortion, report the sexual abuse of the 15-year-old girl.
Did you have a more extensive conversation with this counselor? Did she get into areas of, well, this might be traumatic to have an abortion, or you might want to think about, or any of that?
Well, again, we went to 2 Planned Parenthoods in Los Angeles County. The second one, the first one, the employee said, figure out a birth date that works. I don't know anything. At the second Planned Parenthood, we went into, the manager of the clinic sat us down. Not only did she tell us, oh, it's fine, you don't have to worry about you being 15, him being 23, we're not going to report it. But she went on to say that when she was 17, she got pregnant, and she had her baby, and she said, now her child's 16, and she said, you know, if I could go back in time, I would have had the abortion, I would have terminated that pregnancy.
Interesting.
So she told me that as a 15-year-old girl.
Mr. French, the Planned Parenthood Association is actually going after you. Are they suing Ms. Rose and your Alliance Defense Fund because of your taping the conversation in California, which is a consent state to tape?
Well, here's what happened. Rather than doing what they should have done and what a responsible corporation should do, which is to take immediate disciplinary action, the first public act that they did was threaten Lila with this provision of the California Penal Code, which not only says that she could be sued, but also provides for jail time. So what we want to do here is protect her and ensure that she enjoys all the rights that she has to tell the truth here. And so we're trying to prevent Planned Parenthood from bullying her into silence.
Have they filed anything yet, or just threatened?
No filing yet. There's been a letter threatening her and giving her until tomorrow to respond. And so,
well, how are you going to respond on her behalf? How are you going to respond?
Well, out of an abundance of caution, what we're going to do is we're going to we've already taken down the YouTube videos, and we're going to give them the copies of the tapes that Lila has. And again, what Planned Parenthood has done here is hit her with a very draconian statute and threatened her under this.
But I'm more interested in what you're going to do to protect her.
Well, we're going to comply with part of their wishes, and then also we're going to make sure that we're representing her throughout this process.
All right, so you're going to take the tape that we just showed on the TV off the internet, and then
already did.
All right, one last question for you, Lila. Why'd you do this?
Well, Planned Parenthood has been covering up the sexual abuse of young girls across the country for years now. And I knew about that, so kind of as an investigative student journalist, I kind of smelled the story. I had a hunch that maybe this was a problem in Los Angeles. So I wanted to find out really what was going on in my own city, and I found out, and Planned Parenthood is covering up the sexual abuse of young girls, and it needs to stop.
Well, we will follow the story and see what happens. Ms. Rose, counselor, thank you.